has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. It's a golden field position there in scrambling as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you would give them first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. But just in general, Charles, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 63 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Dalton, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, throw right side, complete to Williams. Coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down from the gun. Dalton over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Dalton got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
You've been here before.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Watts is good. And they get it back with a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in the field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the second half with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw here, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And Dalton will just sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
You know, last sure if it's more than 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's gone. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 26 yards. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Lions 41, Saints 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10 for Dalton. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Dalton now to pass. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara from 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his hits here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun. Gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up?
And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.